Hi, I'm Ben from Fully Charged. I'm here with Clément from Moustache, and we're now going to introduce the Samedi 28 range from Moustache.
The Samedi 28 is really the gap between the X-Road and the more 100% urban e-bikes within the range. Basically, the Samedi 28 is what we call trekking. It's really versatile model and covers like a very wide range of views and.
Yeah, I mean, it's like before the X-Road came out, the Samedi 28 was really popular for us, and it was like kind of commuter weekender, but not going off the chosen path too much, not going off-road, like going on canal paths and maybe a gravel path occasionally, but not actually going off into the forest or going off exploring. But it's a great bike, and this season, what's very exciting is they've actually done a low step version, which is new out, and already has been so popular that the Samedi 28.3s are already sold out for the entire of 2020. We've ordered a large amount of the Samedi 28.3, the Samedi 28.7, and also the Samedi 28.1. And we should actually start with that one because that's actually the most affordable bike in the range, and that's $1,899, so under £2,000. And the big difference here is it has an exposed battery, so what most manufacturers have been doing over the years, and Moustache have been way ahead, and they've obviously got this really nice integration. But on their affordable bike, their entry level, it isn't integrated, but it's still fully equipped, and it still has the metal mud guards, it still has lights, ergo grips, good rack, and a Bosch Active Line motor. And that's a really, really strong bike. And again, these are actually also sold out. These, I think, were the first one to sell out for 2020, and we sold out of our first batch very, very quickly because it's an amazing brand to be able to buy into at under £2,000. But we have another big delivery in spring of open frames, well, semi-open frame, closed frame, which this is. And we've got them coming through in spring, so if you get in touch, you can come and try out our demo and have a look.
Again, that was, as you said, the idea was this frame was used in the past in the regular Samedi 28 range, and for us it was really important. Even so, we have the new platform, which is a big step compared to the first year. It was really important to have a first, let's say, a first level of pricing to give the access to the Moustache quality to a wider audience, and that was really what we wanted, without compromising the quality and the experience. This is a real Moustache, so we guarantee you will be smiling riding that bike, but with a really, really cool pricing. So that was the idea.
Nice. So I mean, the 28.3 though is, I would say, that the most exciting one in the range, because it's got this new Nexus 5-speed E hub, which is super cool. I mean, this is the first E hub that I've seen, which is purpose built, because obviously New Vinci, it was actually designed as a non-electric hub. And this is basically bulletproof and very affordable. So the price is still really good at $2,699 of this bike, and you get full integration, Active Line Plus, fully equipped, and the new MIC rack. That's really cool. And then suspension seat post. It's just a really, really well priced, really well designed, and really pretty. And you can have this in open or closed, so like with a crossbar here. I mean, it's excellent, this bike. What would you say?
We have done actually a big work on the frame platform. As you said, two platform, regular or open version. We are using the power tube battery on that model, so it's basically nested nicely inside the down tube. This down tube is to achieve this, basically be able to have the battery on the down tube without compromising stiffness and rigidity and a really low step. That was a challenge. So because of this, we've been designing a down tube which is actually a triple gravity tube. So you have one gravity for the battery itself, and you have two on both sides to have a stiffer and stronger platform. And the good thing is that with those extra gravity on both sides, we can help basically all the guiding for the cable routing. It's all clean and nicely inserted inside those gravity. So that was the idea. I have something which is really low, really accessible, really easy to maneuver and really easy to step through. And the design we've made also with the battery. Basically, we have the power tube in 500 watt in that model, but we have made a specific extension here. I
love this,
which allows basically to first to grab the battery very easily. So you just use that handle, that specific handle. So this is a design we've made at Moustache, in-house. And the good aspect of that is that this is a 500 watt battery, so with a normal lens finishing basically air. If you want to upgrade into a 6 and 25 watt battery from Bosch, that's no problem. You can fit it directly.
Even on the small frame as well, which is really clever.
Yeah. So that's or if you want to swap batteries between two bikes, one which is 625, one which is 500. This is easy, and you don't have to do any modification to the frame.
And you could use the tool to be able to put a 500 watt into a bike like one of the EMTBs or something that is designed only for 625.
So there's one thing you have to be careful, is that we have horizontal and vertical model. So we use the horizontal version of the Bosch battery on the MTB, on the Friday 27 FS, for example, and on those Samedi 28 we use the vertical version. So this is slightly different. So it's not the same dock connection. And talking about battery dock, one specific thing also about that model, we've been completely redesigning the battery dock. So this is not the Bosch battery dock, this is our own battery dock, where we've been able to reduce the dimension of the dock to
fit
lower,
the 625,
again, to lower the battery at the maximum, the position of the battery on the bike. So
about balance and weight.
Better center of gravity, better handling, better experience, basically.
Cool. One other thing I love as well is these new stands. These are amazing. So you can just adjust them yourself depending on how much weight you're carrying, if you're parking a bike, and what kind of terrain you might be on, or if you park it on a particular slight verge outside your house or something. It's very easy to adjust in just a matter of seconds, up and down. It's very, very clever. And like the paintwork as well is spectacular. The build quality is really exceptional. And particularly these metal mud guards, they're like impossible to bend or break, rather than where most manufacturers are using kind of like a shiny plastic. It really does stand out.
Again, the very distinctive Moustache handlebar also, which is part of the brand DNA. So really upright position, some back sweep basically. And
this is a large, and we'll do a little size guide for you. But if I'm to get this one down, basically I'm 6'1", so you can see the geometry is really, really kind of upright and really comfortable. And it's very important when you're riding, particularly in an urban environment, is you can see over the cars in front of you. You can see what's going on around you, which is obviously a massive safety benefit. And on a traditional bike, you wouldn't necessarily want to be upright because of wind resistance and all that kind of stuff. So, thicker tyres, more puncture protection, upright geometry, really comfortable, going through your core, be seen by people and see what's going on. These are all the things that just totally change the experience, and it puts you into a kind of really comfortable, like meditative-like state when you're riding, and it just takes all the stress out and allows you just to be really comfortable and almost like switch off a little bit and just do your thing and you know get your thoughts kind of nice and balanced before you get to work. And for me, riding to work on my e-bike is my favourite time of the day. And I think that's one thing that Moustache have done very well, is give you that confidence and stability and take all the stress out of cycling and just make it very pleasant and very easy. And that's what this bike is really aimed at, is someone that wants to really enjoy a long commute or a long, ride on the weekend and just relax and enjoy. So, yeah.
One feature which is also really make life easier also is that you mentioned the Nexus. If you are stopping at a crossroad, you can change gears without any problem, without moving the crank.
And the range is enough. I mean, you don't really need more than five gears.
No.
I mean,
for pure urban, it's more than enough.
Yeah. Even in any of the kind of hilly places in London, this motor, the Active Line Plus, and a 5-speed Nexus hub will deal with anything, pretty much anything throughout the UK, apart from extreme areas where some people might live in Snowdon or, but not really in London. Even like Highgate and those hilly areas, these motors will deal with that. I mean, if you're a heavier rider, or you're a fast rider and you really want to whip off the mark, then it is worth considering the performance motor, which is on the 28.7, and a lot of our customers like that. They like the top of the range bikes, and with that you get the 625 amp performance motor, and you also get the Kiox as well, which is a really, really awesome piece of kit from Bosch, which has e-connectivity, so you can connect via your phone, and you can do software updates, you can share Strava, you can do so much information. We do have videos on our website purely about the Kiox and on our YouTube channel, which you can find out. And also you can find out the differences on other videos on our site and on our YouTube channel between the differences and the benefits between Active Line Plus and Performance Motor and Performance CX. Performance CX isn't available on the 7028. You don't really need it. It stands for cross country. It is really a high-powered motor that's more for off-road. So yeah.
Yeah, also some details about the comfort, which is also really important in that segment. This year we've been changing the tires. Now we are using a section in 50, which is wider and bigger compared to the previous year. So more comfort, more grip, able to go in more, let's say, crossroad kind of terrain. Always the saddle, which is also a saddle royal, which is really comfortable. Ergonomic grips making a big difference. Of course, the front suspension with the NEX from Sensor, which is adding some extra comfort. And we've been working a lot also on the dynamic of the bike, and basically we've been using the technology that we use for mountain bike regarding the rims, to have rims which are extruded aluminum, really stiff. Don't lose any watt of energy from the motor with a weak set of wheels. So that's again some small details that makes a big difference at the end on the biking experience.
So with the Moustache panniers, very, very popular item for people. They're a collaboration with Autoleb and Moustache and heat sealed, and they just dock on really nicely. And
so you have the three specific QL3.
I mean, you can buy that QL3 quick release system from Autoleb directly, but the Moustache ones for me just look really smart and really, really clean, and they don't kind of sag as well, and they just kind of sit really nicely. So,
I mean, that's really stable. I mean, actually, if I take this, I can actually lift if I want.
It's really good.
It's really, really
myself.
stable.
They're fantastic.
But within 1 sec, you can remove it really easily. So that's basically when you pull that handle, that releases the whole system. So it's
really cool.
Easy to.
So overall, the Samedi 28 is a great all-rounder for someone that doesn't want to go too off-road and really wants to do a comfortable commute, or a nice bit of kind of exploring mainly on the road or on the kind of soft paths. We love it. It's a great bike. Come and try it out.